So applications are still I'm just kidding.
All right, whenever you want to get started.
I call this meeting to order at 7 p.m. We'll now take roll.
Commissioner Amelie,
Here.
Commissioner Emily,
Here.
Commissioner Valencia, Commissioner Ada, Commissioner Carmen, Commissioner Madden,
Here.
Commissioner City,
I'm here.
Commissioner Czar,
Here.
Commissioner Palace,
Here.
Commissioner Ria,
Here.
Commissioner Anusha.
Here.
That's everybody.
Okay, do we have any oral requests?
Nope, no.
Okay, we'll now move on to approval of last meeting's minutes, which was April 11th.
I motion to approve.
All right. Say aye if you approve. Commissioner Amelie,
Aye.
Commissioner Emily,
I
Commissioner Ada, Commissioner Madden,
Aye.
Commissioner City, Commissioner Zara, Commissioner Palace,
Aye.
Ria,
Aye.
Commissioner Anusha.
Okay, do we have any announcements?
No announcements.
We'll now move on to old business, starting with the South Bay Fun Fest.
Okay. Got our last event. It's Sunday. Ending it with a bang, so. Yeah, I just want to kind of go through roles and kind of what to expect from the day. Most of you guys filled out the survey, so thank you for that. So let me run through what I got from that. You can let me know if this is still correct. People that are coming at 11:30 to help set up. I have Amelie, Ria, Simone, Madden, Zara, Aiden, Carmen. Has any of that changed?
I'm not really sure exactly. I might be able to come a little bit early. 12:30.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll get to that here. This is 11:30, so those were my 11:30 people, and then nobody at 12, maybe Palace. 12:30, I've got Emily and Palace. That still seem correct?
So I'm trying to get my job covered that day, but my manager is being stingy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I can come.
You know, if you can come at all or come early.
I'm gonna see if I can try and come, but I can't come at that time as of right now.
Okay. And then I have Anusha coming at 1 o'clock. Anybody else able to come that I didn't mention early? And let's see, so then the people that can come early, that's great, and then I can help set up. I printed out a few maps of what the event is kind of looking like right now. It's still a little bit of a work in progress. You can see over the lines at the bottom, some of the stuff that got moved around, I quickly typed over to make a new edit, but it was a PDF, so I couldn't fully edit it. So the bigger words that are on top are what got moved around. So you can see this is kind of the layout of that the event will be like. Our booths are going to be, I think it's the popcorn and hot chocolate, and then photo booth and the craft booth. So those are our kind of three main tables. So we're going to need everybody's help kind of manning those tables and just kind of being there for help. The photo booth isn't gonna really need anybody there to do anything, just kind of keep an eye on it. If something happens, then you can let me know. Something falls over or I don't know. The popcorn and hot chocolate table, that will be, again, just kind of standing by, letting me know if the popcorn gets low, maybe scooping popcorn into the little bags that we have. Hot chocolate will be a similar setup to what we've had here, so it's very kind of do it yourself. So kind of just monitoring that as well. And the crafting station will be lanyard stuff for keychains and also some origami paper. So that will be just handing that stuff out, making sure we don't give out too much so that we don't like run out after the event. So that will be the extent of kind of those tables. Is that gonna make sense to people? So I broke it down into 45-minute chunks. So, and I just kind of assigned people pretty randomly for who's gonna be there. So from like 2 to 2:45, I've got Ria, Simone, and I had Emily, but we'll put a question mark on Emily. From 2:45 to 3:30, I've got Ada, Carmen, Anusha. 3:30 to 4:15, I've got Zara, Palace. And Belicia, will you be there on Sunday?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll probably have you at that time. And I'll send you guys all this information before and an email too. And then 4:15.
What time does it start?
I'll get to you after. 4:15 to 5. I've got Amelie and Madden. Just as kind of time ends, it'll probably get much less busy at the end. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Then you have a 45-minute time block to kind of help at the tables a little bit, but then the rest of the time you can be hanging out and enjoying the rest of the event. And then there'll be anyone who can hang out afterwards, they'll clean up. That's very helpful. Makes it all go a lot faster. I don't think it'll take more than an hour after the event for cleanup stuff. So yeah, any kind of questions about that? Again, I will send all the final details and the final like time slots for everybody else, send that all out to you guys.
How many people have like signed up? Right.
I think we have today, it was at like 42. So it jumps up a lot like each day. And people always wait till the last minute. So I think that Danny from Cupertino said like for the Bobatino event, like they went from like 20 to the last week, it went up to like 200, you know, like
Wow.
people like,
Okay, Cupertino.
so definitely when you're telling your friends, tell them to register ahead of time. That's going to help us, you know, check them in faster when they get there. Because you'll see there's a check-in table because the rest of the area will be kind of like fenced off so people can't coming in from the public and stuff. So it's really going to be like a teens only area. So
I had a question. Is the video done yet? You know, the marketing one?
I don't think so. Yeah. That was out of my hands, but did print extra flyers today. So if you guys want to take them to do an extra push around school, post them anywhere you can, that's great. Yeah. Any other questions about that for now?
Is that it for the?
Yeah.
Okay.
No problem.
Any questions? Any public? Okay, yeah.
What's the Saratoga 1 and Saratoga 2?
That's just their tables that they'll
Oh.
be setting up. I think Danny didn't know exactly what they were yet, so he just put those in as placeholders. But I think they're gonna be bringing a bunch more snacks, and they said like Otter Pops and
Nice.
other stuff, so.
Are we confirmed for Love Unleashed? Like, do we know what animals?
We are confirmed for 10 animals. So 5 are coming for the first hour and a half, and 5 are coming for the last hour and a half. I have no idea what animals they are, but I'm like, I don't care. Any animal.
Yeah, depends.
Bring it. So yeah, so that's really great. They seem excited about it, so that'll be a fun one.
Any other questions? Any public comments? Okay, I will now move on to the spring fun run.
Great. Just wanted to hear from you guys how that went. Those of you who were able to be there to help volunteer.
I can start. I volunteered for, I think it was like first 2 hours on Friday to like hand out the shirts and everything to the people who were participating in the run. People seemed to come and pick up their stuff. It was a bit like slow because it was like right after school, so like people were still coming in like slowly. But everything was set up fine and there was no problem. But yeah, there was a few other people there. It was fine.
I volunteered for the next shift after Zara. It was pretty slow as well, but it ran pretty smoothly. Nothing else.
Did anybody do the actual like fun run?
I don't think anyone was able to do it. It's a busy time of the year, I know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So thank you, Zara and Rhea, for being able to be there at least for the day before. Appreciate that. Yeah, hopefully next year it can be back in February when it's a little bit easier for us to plan out and help with. So
Any questions? Any public comments? Okay, we will now move on to new business, starting with next year. Exciting.
next year, so it is our last official meeting with everybody. So I just wanted to kind of get some feedback from you guys. If you have any things that you were like, oh, I wish we had gotten that done this year, or this would be something great to do next year. Kind of just have some time to talk about that a little bit. If you guys have any thoughts.
Definitely the job fair. I think that'd be a really good thing for you guys to do next year.
Another thing is instead of coffee and politics, you guys can do a different scenery of like food or anything to get more engagement from teens. I think like we did have that problem like, oh, it's coffee. So if you guys have other ideas, maybe boba or like smoothies or like maybe not pizza and politics because that's a whole different thing. Any other type of food that can engage more students and trying to getting that out there, because I think it's really important that like teens get their voice heard with our local government. So
Definitely, I think it's depending upon I'd like to do a voter registration drive next year. It's an election year, obviously. But I think overall on the general theme of increasing engagement in our events, I think a big problem is that like the events, like the venue, like whether it's at the community center or somewhere else, it's like a lot of people either can't drive or they don't really want to because it's kind of pricey right now. So I think it would be good if we did some events at schools. I don't know if that's possible, but maybe we could have like the College and Career Center does career talks. Maybe we could have the maybe a few city councilors come to one of the schools, COHSD schools, and talk about, you know, what they do as local government and opportunities for teens, like, you know, like job opportunities and other stuff. And
In terms of general event feedback that we learned from this year, I think especially for new events, they having like smaller like venue areas Especially like, as we noticed with it was like the study hall one.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of chairs, but not that many people.
Yeah.
So yeah, just keeping that in mind for next year. And also, I mean, I know social media is great, but also like in like physical like flyers at schools and making sure like you're talking to your teachers and getting them to like hand out to the students and stuff, because students are obviously going to pay more attention when they're like forced to pay attention in class. Or, like a couple of my teachers have had me just like stand in front of the class and just be like, hey, this is, what the event is, this is what we're doing, please show up, thank you. And just doing that, like they're forced to pay attention instead of social media where they can just scroll.
Yeah.
So highly recommend doing that.
So yeah, with that, I know it's a little nerve wracking to stand up in front of a class full of your peers, but I definitely recommend doing that just because like Emily said, like they are forced to listen to you and they are forced to be looked at you. So I would just be that one person. It's gonna be over in like a minute of you talking. But it's also just practice on public speaking and also just trying to promote an event efficiently.
I don't know if you have a budget for this, but I remember like before like COVID, like actually getting like a postcard or like a flyer like in the mail, like for the college or like the job fair. So like maybe we could do that. I know it might be expensive, but I don't know.
No, I think that's a great idea, but you just need to raise money. And I was gonna bring up a point. Do like fundraisers for the commission. You guys can get more money and get pretty cool merch. And then second of all, you guys can use that money towards events and towards specific things in the commission. I feel like that's something that we just didn't do. And we didn't really like take that into consideration. So I'd say like any sorts of like bake sales. I don't know if we're allowed to do that, but like bake sales, donation-based like things. Explain like what it's for, and then you'll get money. It's also like fun to like be like, hey, like we're teens, like
Give us money.
like I know for leadership, like we had a guilt trip people into doing. That's funny, but
That's
honestly,
when I started saying
like,
like,
oh, I don't have to budget for this. I was like, the answer's no.
Like,
That's our motto.
Yeah.
Do we have the budget for?
Yeah.
We have to put that on our shirts.
Yeah, it's back first. The budget level is 0.
I think the Save Spaces event definitely would be something to prioritize with the library too. And I was also thinking, I was like visiting my friend like almost a year ago now, and we like put like sticky notes like around her like the like downtown of her city, like that would have like nice messages on them. Anyway, so that kind of made me think like it'd be kind of cool to do like some sort of random acts of kindness thing, or like maybe just like putting messages like that like in downtown or like in the prune yard or like someplace where people will see them, like school and stuff like that, like something like that. That would also advertise like the commission as well.
We did an event last year, and it was Kindness Week, and we combined it with it was us, Cupertino, and
Saratoga.
Saratoga. I think that you should bring that back. I think that was a really good event. I thought it was really cute. We had like a raffle at the end. We had like a whole week planned out, and like I know some people were in charge of certain like days, and like one day was like write a message on the sidewalk of chalk. There was another one, we did like a row of like sticky notes saying like a kind message. I think we had like I don't know if this was kindness week, but we had like a yoga thing, or was it like mental health or something? It was like, oh, was that different? No, I'm thinking of a different event. But it was just Kindness Week. It was like cute little things that we did throughout the week. We had a video. It's still on the commission like Instagram, so if you guys like have not seen it, it's a really cute little video. But definitely bring that week back. I think it was really cute and successful.
I think 2 things. Number 1, for events, using raffles and like raffle tickets to keep people there and like to get people to go is a very good idea. And number 2 is maybe for like the actual Instagram. I know we discussed like in terms of like we were talking about the job fair, like talking about jobs on our Instagram and like making it like so teens have the resources available, or like the website. And I think for the website and the Instagram, we could add more resources for like minority or like LGBTQ students. So it becomes more of like we're promoting our events, but also we're making this like seem like, the youth commission is a place, where you can get resources and help teens just in general.
I had an idea for an event. What if we did like an Easter egg scavenger hunt around the community center or the park?
We could, I don't know, I feel like,
Yeah, I think
Is there? Oh.
Is there one that's planned for you?
Uh,
I mean, you can help promote it.
yeah.
If that's something that you're interested in. too.
Yeah, and maybe working with the other commissions for the city of Campbell a little more. But I know that was harder this year because they're like half online, like the first half of the year and everything.
Mhm.
Next year, if we were to do like events in combination with like other cities, would they continue to like be online?
You mean the meetings?
Yeah, because I feel like it'd be like way more helpful if we were able to like talk to them in person.
Yeah, maybe there can be like more initial meetings in person. I think it's just hard to line up schedules. a lot.
Speaking of politics, a couple of years back, I remember we had an in-person meeting in like Cupertino or something like that, which was like, it was a little far, but it was really good to like get with everyone and be able to share ideas.
Yeah, we can definitely make that more priority for the combo events.
I know before the pandemic, we did a lot of partnerships with like other branches in the city, like the recreation department and then the I think it was like the careers department for the job fair, but typically we wouldn't just do the job fair on our own. We'd partner with a division in the city, and so I feel like that's kind of like really helpful for advertising if we're collaborating with another group.
Yeah.
I think it would be a good idea to like volunteer opportunities, because I know a lot of people want to volunteer and do community service, or they need to for like CSF, or they need hours or something. So like giving resources for that. Or maybe making it so like you can get community service hours at our events somehow.
Also, we discussed this at the Coffee and Politics, but having like city council member like speaking events. I imagine you kind of mentioned this too.
Yeah, kind of big, like, also kind of, but like, also being able to just talk to them, like, if you want something to happen, like, just talk to them and like, discuss your ideas, discuss your thought process in a mature and respectful manner. But definitely just talk to them and like have those events, definitely plan for next year, because I will not be here, neither will be on.
Better to come to our events.
I will show up. I
I
don't
wish
care if
I-
it's in the middle of my semester.
Yeah, definitely do stuff like that, guys. It's really important.
Any other ideas?
I guess just a few recommendations. I know like this year is kind of tough because we were virtual for the first half, but I think like maybe holding a few more events in the autumn and winter might make it a little bit easier on like our resources, and it might like hopefully, I guess like work to help us get our name out there a little. Cause like I feel like for first half semester we were sort of inactive this year, and then like we kind of had to rush and fit in a lot of events this semester. Which I mean, like it worked out, but spreading them out would be a lot less stressful.
I really like the format we did this year, where it was like, I feel like in past years, we just try to do like a lot of events at once.
Yeah.
And then also, like in the school email that we get, like the Westmont Weekly Bulletin or whatever, how they'd have like youth commission advertisements, those are really good as well. So I think continue doing those two things for sure.
There's like a lot of newsletters, like there's
Oh, yeah.
there's like the district-wide one, there's like the college and career one, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, just getting the name out there as much as possible. Sharing it on your Instagrams, telling your friends to come. I always tell my friends to come, even if no one shows, I'm like, you guys gotta come every time. So make sure you're doing that.
And then another thought, for like events like coffee and politics, maybe having like a different structure or a little bit more structure might be helpful. I think we mentioned this earlier, but like if we were to repeat coffee and politics, instead of just having it be a Q&A, some people are the first sitting and listening, like they're watching a YouTube video and it's like, no, any different. Maybe stuff like if we had discussion cards and then like rotation, like kind of a rotation where it's go into like one space, one group of people and discuss their topic, or like talk about active citizenship, or like Or just like, yeah, do learn a bit with like, vote or, yeah, just inform, or maybe like another breakout room type thing, no breakout room, but on Zoom, like a group discussion where you learn a little bit about like elections coming up. That might be helpful, like just a different structure.
Okay, hear me out. Youth Commission TikTok. I'm telling you, short little videos explaining an event might get some people interested. I know we have, like, I brought the idea of having more like TikTok videos for ASB, and honestly, people watched it because it was very short, simple, and people understood. So
I feel like it might be harder for the youth commission just because like for a school, like there's like one person who follows them and like everyone from the school would like know that
Yeah.
like person and like
Maybe,
like
like,
but also the past accounts that are like
Yeah.
yeah, but like for youth commission, like it's not like we have like a huge network of like every team in Campbell or something like
Right.
that who will like know like where to find it or like where it exists. So I could see it being a good idea, but also it might not work.
Yeah, I can see it, like, I don't know.
So with that, those TikToks don't just need to be posted on TikTok.
That's
They can also be posted on Instagram,
Yeah.
so it can reach out, because obviously not everyone has TikTok. It's just a good way of, one, adding it to a different platform, but also just applying just like short little things that people can look at and be entertained by. Because like I know with us, like obviously not everyone has TikTok and for Elite. And so what we do is like we'll make the TikTok and then we'll post it on multiple social media accounts. We'll post it on Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. We have a Twitter, but we don't use it.
Oh my gosh.
Like, we post it on different social media platforms and apply it to those stories so people can look at it and be like, oh, this is happening. So yeah, just an idea.
I think maybe also having kids understand exactly what the youth commission is, because I know I've told my friends about some of the events and they're like, what's the youth commission? So I think maybe explaining like what our goals are. And I know we have a website, but
Promoting the website.
yeah.
Do we have the website linked on our Instagram page?
Yeah, it's on Linktree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah, because the website's really nice. It's really good, like resource.
It's cute.
So
You see our little pictures on there.
I know.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. But definitely keep up with Instagram because I feel like this year, like we've been able to kind of get in it more. And it's been, especially like with our the little like local shops. Little Instagram posts. Yeah.
Yeah, those
Definitely recommend doing that again. It really like it doesn't really take like that much time. Especially I know we have like multiple people working on it and like it can be a lot to have like one person, but like if you have like a couple people write up the captions, but then like you just like, okay, here are the pictures and here's the captions, like it's pretty like relatively simple thing to do. Like it's actually kind of fun to go in Campbell and like take pictures.
We're also like looking at stuff.
Yeah, and I think we got good engagement on those posts, so would recommend.
Those of you who were part of the commission last year, what did you think of the difference in the subcommittee structure? Where last year we had like, what did we do? It was like your social media subcommittee and then like environment and like everyone kind of had a different category they were stuck to, where this year it was kind of like just more event based. How did that go for you guys? Did you like it? Not like it? Good things.
I liked this year's better because I feel like we got to work more as a group rather than like in prior years, I always felt like there's some level of separation between all the members of the committee, that we were each kind of like doing our own thing rather than like working as a team. So I just preferred it this year for that reason. Yeah, I agree. Because like in prior years, it felt like there were 5 separate commissions because there wasn't a whole lot of communication going in between, just with work and together and turn out events and everybody at the time. So there wasn't like a whole lot of cooperation going on, and we sort of got like stuck to one category. Even if we did have interest in an event off that like somebody else was holding, we kind of really like switch across and help with that. I think it's nicer because it's more fluid.
I think also last year there was a lot more events, but they were like smaller scale and like less people showed up. That also might have been because it was online, but it was definitely like there's like an event every other week or every 3 weeks or whatever. So it was a bit more like, a lot more. Say it,
There's a
like,
lot to do.
yeah.
I think this year was a little bit like less like stressful, just because like online, like you have 2 subcommittees and like there's 2 subcommittees, you have to like balance it out. Like, okay, I have this event going on for this subcommittee and there's a specific committee that's happening and you're like, wait, whoa. So I think that like this year it was like nice because it felt like, okay, I could be more engaging into like the specific event. How am I gonna work with this event? I think the only thing that I really liked about the last 2 subcommittees was definitely just like being able to choose and knowing what I was signing up for instead of like, oh, okay, this event's happening. But I like this one definitely way better than last year's.
I agree.
Yeah, I think one of the downsides of doing it this way that I found this year, I think it was tough for us all to talk and pick exactly which of the events we wanted to do this year. I think that's what started us off really slow at the beginning because it was just like
It was a change.
everyone had lots of ideas and it's hard to like get those all narrowed down and all actually start going. So yeah, to think about a better way of doing that.
You can kind of, I guess, live and learn next year because you can say like, okay, we're gonna have like the beginning of the year meeting, like you have one meeting and you're just gonna be like, here's all the ideas and we're gonna narrow them down and that's what we're gonna do, like for sure.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like we had a lot of, I remember we were working on those like general statements too. And so we kind of had more like broad ideas. And so just being like, okay, let's choose like however many, like 10 events we're gonna do this year. But like, that's a lot, but like 7 events and then we're, here, everyone present your ideas, everyone, talk and whatever. But by the end of this meeting, we should have like the 7 events we want to do. So that way you're not stuck and behind when you want to get started.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, like maybe make a list on the whiteboard and like move the ones up that people want to, and then, like divide them up by semester.
Yes.
And also like combine ideas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Any other ideas, thoughts?
Oh, wait, okay, it's just another quick thing about advertising on Instagram or like doing activities on social media. So there's options like link posts with another account. And then I feel like if we want to do partnerships, then that would make it easier to advertise across. Yeah. So like if we're doing another thing like highlighting local businesses, we can link like the business's account or the city's account. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else? Any questions? Any public comments? Okay, I will now move on to calendar reminders.
So we've got South Bay Fun Fest on May 15th, this Sunday. The event start is from 2 to 5 o'clock. Those that can show up at 11:30 for helping set up is great, or anytime between 11:30 and 2. And then, yeah, that is it for the last events.
Wow.
And we have the city council.
Oh, yeah, we have
presentation.
our city council presentation.
Yes, Amelie and Emily will be presenting to City Council on May 17th
In person.
in
Good luck.
person.
A little nerve-wracking.
If anybody wants to watch online,
Yeah.
subscribe and
push
follow. Or
Giant
come
posters.
yeah, you can absolutely come to City Hall and watch in person as well and be
When?
there for support
17th is
Next
Tuesday.
like, oh, God.
Okay, well, now we can do once around the table. So who would like to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have finals coming soon, which is stressful, but
even more stressful is my brother coming back from college tonight.
Oh.
So it's a lot, yeah. Where does he go? He goes to UPenn.
Oh,
nice.
That's a good.
So East Coast, pretty far.
I guess I can go next. Yeah, so I finished my last AP test today.
Ooh.
Major exam in high school. Ever. Yeah, I was really relieved about that. And then, like yesterday, it was Mother's Day, so like I went to the Rose Garden, took photos with my mom, and that was nice.
Oh,
And then like we bought her a cheesecake, from the mall. It was at a Japanese bakery. And so then I learned that like Asian desserts are far better than any Western. Yeah, that was a very nice day.
Was it one of the fluffy cheesecakes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are so good.
Oh.
So good.
Okay, so kind of same for me. I had my last AP test today and our math teacher, like they had students bring in snacks for the AP test day. Everyone brought like a bunch of donuts. So, yeah, and like somebody brought a homemade orange cake and they had a little bit of that. That was really good. So yeah, it's a good day.
We have state testing next week along with
luck.
health week. So it's gonna be an interesting week.
Well, yeah, we're all doing AP testing right now. I'm 2/3 of the way through, so I'm happy about that. I had a fun Mother's Day. I had dinner with all my family, all my extended family. We had like this Korean all-you-can-eat barbecue, so yeah, that was a lot. And I'm going on this, I think I told you guys already that I'm interning for Senator Cortese this summer, but I'm going on this like bus trip to the Capitol next week, so that'll be really fun. And that's it.
Cool, I think. So I had either a test, final or AP test in all my classes last week.
Oh.
That was so fun, but I slid them all. What else? Yeah, so I'm just gonna be done with that. I just have my AP line test tomorrow. And then I'm done with 3 out of 6 of my classes, so looking forward to that.
I went to BUF finals for swim, which was fun. Yeah, I didn't think I kind of did not want to qualify because I didn't want to go to the next meet. But I qualified. But it was fun. I don't regret not going. And then prom is this week for me, so I'm a little stressed out with that because
ASB.
it's not, I'm not in ASB, so I'm just helping out with planning and like figuring out a lot of things and then so it's Saturday, so
Friday.
Yeah, I've definitely had a lot of stressful things, but like the next 2 weeks after that, I'll be done. Yeah,
We're so close again, guys.
we are. I was traveling to, and I saw my friend, and that was really nice.
House and I saw each other at our AP Psych exam.
We ate like, I don't even know what they were. They were like these like chocolate chip like bars.
Yeah,
They were
they
like-
gave us granola bars.
Yeah, they weren't exactly good. They were like, they were interesting.
They weren't so good, but they were food.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
food, and we would eat it, so.
I think our school serves the same thing, tastes like cardboard.
Yeah.
The people sitting around me were like really loud and noisy too, which was really annoying. Like, they were whistling and stuff. And it was so
Yeah.
annoying. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I think they're trying to get back at the proctor because she was being.
She was very rude.
Yeah.
Like in AP stats, he was rude, but like he was like way nicer than her. She was so rude.
I had her again for my AP US history, and I'll have her again for Lent.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
No, she was.
Anywho.
But I'm gonna like see my friend again for like a week. I'm going down to her house with another one of my friends who lives around here, and that's gonna be really fun. So I'm excited about that. And I'm figuring out my summer too. I'm gonna see my family who I haven't seen in like 5 years. And I'm gonna do an internship at the SFDA.
What's that?
Go district attorney.
Oh, wow.
I'll be a commuter. That's gonna be rough.
Oh my
but
gosh.
yeah.
That's so exciting.
On Saturday, Ross and I have our choir concert.
I'm not ready.
I don't think either of us are ready, but we have dress rehearsal on Thursday, so, yeah.
Not much as they're going on. Oh, I'm in middle school right now, but I had high school cheer tryouts and I was really excited. But I had practice and it ended at 6:50 and then I rushed over here.
I have finals, which is not fun, but I'm going to, like the Monte Vista's prom, which is on May 21st.
Is that the one that's on a yacht?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I
Wow.
Take me with you.
The line of like girls that are gonna be pulling up their dress and like getting onto photos.
That's all.
That's so cute. Wait, where is it going?
I just
Or just
put it
staying on
in
the
San
deck?
Francisco. I think it's just gonna stay there. Yeah.
That's still so
You just
pretty.
party on a yacht.
But every other school seems to have like this amazing prom venue, and our school just did like this old one.
Where
That
is
was,
it going?
I don't know, I know it already happened. I don't remember the location, but it was like low ceiling, but
It was like a
Fall.
wedding venue in Campbell.
yeah.
Oh.
I think Westmont is at the park, so it's not much better.
Yeah.
Ours is pretty cute. Ours is Saratoga Winery.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty nice. People are complaining about it though. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Please don't hate it.
Julie, we skipped over you.
Just lots of year-end youth commission stuff going on. We've got all the applications in for next year, so interviews are next week, and then yeah, just wrapping up the last events and just kind of focusing on that right now. We can get through that. And summer will be nice. But I'll miss you all very much.
Okay, well, for all the ones on the table, I'm going to officially, officially end. I just forgot words for a second. I'm officially adjourned. Yes, thank you. My last youth commission meeting at 7:41 p.m.
Yay. Okay.
We still take youth commission applications after like today or like after the meeting or.
Not usually. Do you know somebody who?
My little brother.
Uh,
Yeah.
West Valley Water Authority gave you guys shirts.
Oh.
So there's small, medium, large there. Take one. Take a brownie bite with you. Was it magnetic?
Oh, thank you.
Bye, Sydney. All right, we'll see you guys on Sunday.
We were in here
Sunday.
before it was.
Oh, that happened.
Yeah, and the wind started. Oh, well, they're pretty.